the first manga haul of the year, and despite saving up 3 months of worth of manga, I only have like 7 to go through, so let's just jump right into it. Up first is Gachi Akuda Volume 1. If you've seen my 2023 manga recommendation video, this was one of the manga that I recommended. It is so good. If you're a fan of Soul Eater or Fire Force, I'd highly recommend Gachi Akuda. But to give a brief summary, it is basically the Fullbring arc from Bleach, but with trash, and it's fire. This is one of the best new gen manga going on right now. Highly, highly recommend. Up next is Elden Ring Road to the Erd Tree Volume 2. This is basically just a gag manga that takes place in the world of Elden Ring. I know some people might actually want an actual story of Elden Ring, but for me, as someone who was just joking around the entire time in my playthrough of Elden Ring, this is like perfectly right up my alley. Up next is Shonen Note Boy Soprano Volume 6. I think I said this the last time I showed off one of these volumes, but I'm just kind of collecting them all. It's only 8 volumes, so it's kind of whatever. I'll buy them all and then read it. I would lie and say something like, once I get them all, maybe I'll make a video about the whole series, but that would be a lie, and I know my ass is not doing all that. Up next is Go-Go Loser Rangers Volumes 8 and 9. I'm so hyped for the anime. It's coming out April 7th, I believe, which from when this video is being uploaded is like right around the corner. If you don't already know, the best way to describe the series is The Boys meets Power Rangers. I know there's some smartass who wants to be like, oh no, it's actually Super Sentai. Shut up, nerd. I'm kind of holding out for the dub because I want to see if Johnny Young Bosch and maybe other former Power Ranger turned voice actors end up picking up a role for the anime. It'd be a really missed opportunity if they didn't cast a single person for it. But yeah, good series. Read the manga or watch the anime. Both are going to be gas. Up next is Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead Volume 13. I saw that there's Season 2 news just kind of floating around the internet right now, which if it does have a Season 2, I truly hope that it doesn't end up being the scheduling nightmare that Season 1 was. It was a great anime, and honestly, it was a shame that the scheduling just got thrown out the window. But if you like the Zombieland films, I highly recommend the anime or the manga. Both are fucking amazing. Up next is Chainsaw Man Volumes 14. What can I say? It's Chainsaw Man. It's fire. Although the significance of this volume specifically, it is the first appearance of the Falling Devil. And good Lord, Fujimoto was cooking with that design. Yeah. And last, but certainly not least, is Dragon Ball Super Volume 20. This is the first volume released in America after the passing of Akira Toriyama. And from when this recording takes place, Chapter 103 has taken place. The Dragon Ball Super Hero arc has officially ended, and Dragon Ball Super, at least from what I understand, is on a month-long hiatus. Going forward, I don't know if Dragon Ball will ever feel the same, especially after Toriyama's passing. Toyotaro, the artist for Dragon Ball Super, I know he has humongous shoes to fill, and I couldn't imagine having to step up to that plate that Toriyama left for him. It's going to be weird going forward, but at least from where Dragon Ball Super left off, it is a good sending off point. To not leave this video on such a sad, somber note, I'm going to leave you with some recommendations based off Toriyama's works. For the obvious classics, there's Dr. Slump Volume 1 and Dragon Ball Volume 1, 2 starts of 2 well-beloved series. For a lot of his short stories and early works, I highly recommend Akira Toriyama's Manga Theater. This is a collection of his short stories. I don't know if it's pre-Dr. Slump, but I know there is the precursor to Dragon Ball in this volume. And hopefully, maybe someday in the future, Viz Media will release the rest of his works that haven't been released in the States yet. Another manga of his that I enjoyed quite a bit was Sandland. It has the manga, obviously. It has an anime series that is currently airing on Disney Plus, I believe. There's also a movie for it, but I don't know exactly where to watch that. I don't know if it's been released anywhere in the West yet, so I can't say, but there is the anime that is currently airing. And also for Sandland, April 26th, we'll release the Sandland video game, an action RPG. I've actually been looking forward to that game for a while now. It looks really fun. So I will be playing that when that game comes out. Keeping up with that video game thinking, of course, you can play any of the Dragon Quest games because he helped create the original designs of the characters. There's also Chrono Trigger, which is often touted as the greatest RPG of all time. all illustrated by Akira Toriyama. Of course, most importantly, there's Dragon Ball Sparking Zero that comes out later this year. I'm very excited for that game. That's already my game of the year. I've been waiting for Budokai Tenkaichi 4 forever now, and that's what Sparking Zero is. And finally, most importantly, the final Dragon Ball project that we know of that Akira Toriyama has worked on is Dragon Ball Daima, a return to the more martial arts focused parts of Dragon Ball. I know that it was very divisive when it came out, but I'm looking forward to it. From what we heard Akira Toriyama say about Daima, he was looking forward to it too. I'm gonna watch that episode 1, day 1 when that comes out. You already know. I know this was a weird way to end the manga haul, but like, I just feel wrong without giving tribute to the man who's the reason why I even make manga related videos in the first place. Yeah, that's it for today. Rest in peace, Toriyama. You the go for real.